Picture this. You've been investing for 8 months. You set up the account, you've been contributing every single month, and you're finally doing the thing everyone told you to do. Then, the market drops 20% in 6 weeks, and on the same week you check your portfolio and feel your stomach sink, your boss pulls you into a meeting and tells you the company is letting you go. Now, you've got rent due in 30 days, no paycheck coming, and a portfolio that's worth less than what you put in. So you sell. You have to. Not because you wanted to, because you needed the money. And just like that, you've locked in a loss. You've turned a temporary dip into a permanent one. The money is gone. You're starting from zero. Here's the thing. This isn't a rare scenario. According to Bankrate, 57% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency without going into debt. And if a job loss is what triggers the panic, the Bureau of Labor Statistics tells us the median job search takes 5 to 6 months. 5 to 6 months of rent, groceries, and utilities you need to cover without touching a single share. I'm Nick, and this channel is about building real, sustainable wealth. Not someday wealth, not lottery ticket wealth. If that's what you're here for, hit subscribe and drop a thumbs up on this video. It genuinely helps. Now, here's what most people don't realize. The emergency fund isn't the boring thing you do before you start investing. It is the investment. It's the insurance policy on every other dollar you will ever put to work. Without it, every market dip becomes a forced liquidation event. Every downturn is a bill you pay with your future. The mistake wasn't investing. The mistake was investing without a floor.
So let's build the floor. I call this the financial floor. Not an emergency fund, not a rainy day fund, a floor. Because that's exactly what it is, the lowest point you can fall to before you stop falling. Here's the number you're actually targeting. If you have 2 incomes in your household, yours and a partner's, 3 months of essential expenses. If you're single or your income is freelance, commission, or variable in any way, 6 months. Not total income, total essential expenses only. That distinction matters more than most people realize. Pull up a blank sheet of paper right now and do this math with me. Write down your monthly rent or mortgage. Then utilities, electric, gas, internet. Then groceries, the real grocery budget, not the Whole Foods dream, the survival number. Then every minimum payment on every debt you carry. Credit card minimums, car payment, student loans, just the minimums. That's it. That's your floor number. Not your Netflix, not your gym membership, not your dining budget. Those are lifestyle. They go when things get bad. Your floor is the number below which your life breaks. For most people in their 20s and 30s, that number lands somewhere between $1,800 and $3,200 a month. Multiply by 3 if you have 2 incomes, by 6 if you're on your own or your income can disappear faster than a W-2 can protect you. Now, where does this money live? One place and one place only. A dedicated high-yield savings account. Separate bank, separate login, separate psychological container. Not your checking account where you can see it and spend it. Not a brokerage where it can lose value overnight. A high-yield savings account that pays you to wait and nothing else.
Here's what I already know you're thinking. But HYSA rates are low. I'm basically losing to inflation. I hear that, but you're misunderstanding the fund's job description. This money is not here to grow. It is here to protect. You don't measure your car insurance by its return on investment. You measure it by whether it showed up when you needed it. Your emergency fund is not an investment vehicle. It's the insurance that keeps your investments from becoming casualties. Here's the math that actually matters. Investor A skips the floor. They've got $500 a month going into index funds, and they feel great about it. Month 8, they lose their job. The market drops 12% in the same window because the universe has a sense of timing. They need cash. They liquidate $4,000 of their position at a 15% loss. They lock in that loss permanently. The money is gone. Every future dollar that $4,000 would have compounded into, gone. Investor B builds the floor first, spends 9 months stacking their cushion before a single dollar goes into the market, then puts that same $500 a month into the same index fund. Job loss happens,
market drops, they don't touch the investments because they don't have to. For 5 years, that $500 a month compounds completely undisturbed. At 7% average annual return, the S&P 500's long-run historical average after inflation, that's over $35,000. Investor A, who started earlier but panic sold, ends up with less than half that number. The floor didn't slow Investor B down. The floor is why Investor B won. Here's why this is nearly impossible to do without it.
Your brain is not wired for paper losses. Research from Daniel Kahneman, the psychologist who won a Nobel Prize for mapping how humans actually make decisions, shows that losing money feels roughly twice as painful as gaining the same amount feels good. Losses hit like a gut punch. That's loss aversion. And when that gut punch lands while you're also stressed about rent, your brain does not think rationally. It pulls the ripcord. It sells. Every time. The emergency fund short-circuits that reflex, not because you suddenly become a more disciplined investor, because you've removed the financial pressure that triggers the panic in the first place. You don't have to be brave when you're not desperate. Think about the spare tire in your trunk. You never want to use it. You hope you never use it. But if you're on the highway at midnight and a tire blows, not having it is catastrophic. It doesn't matter that it sat there doing nothing for 3 years. That one moment is the only moment that ever mattered. Your financial floor is the spare tire for your entire investment strategy. So here's how you build it. 5 steps. Start today. Step 1. Calculate your real monthly floor. Not your lifestyle number, your survival number. Rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, minimum debt payments. That's it. Write it down. Step 2. Decide on 3 months or 6. If you have stable W-2 income and a steady employer, 3 months is your target. If you're self-employed, freelance, commission-based, or your field runs hot and cold, go 6. Your income structure decides this, not your comfort level. Step 3. Open a dedicated high-yield savings account today. Not in your checking bank, at a different institution entirely. That friction, the extra login, the 2-day transfer window, is not an inconvenience. That's the whole design. You want it slightly hard to touch. Step 4. Automate a fixed monthly transfer the day after payday. Not when you remember, not whatever's left. A fixed number. Automatic every single month until the floor is fully funded. You set it once, it runs without you.
Step 5. Once that account hits your target, invest everything above it. No hesitation, no overthinking. The floor is locked. Now you build. Here's what I want you to take from this. The financial floor does not slow down your wealth building. It's what makes wealth building survivable. It's the reason you stay in the market when everyone else is panic selling their way out of a fortune. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now. Pre-floor, building, or funded and investing. I read every single one. If this gave you clarity today, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps. I'll see you in the next one.